All right, so welcome to you all. Namaste. Welcome once again to Noon Yoga. As you know, I teach on Thursdays at noon and Sundays at 6 p.m. The 6 p.m. is more of a meditation or meditative flow. Some classes have full-on meditation, others is more of a meditative flow with a yoga nidra at the end. So if you haven't tried my Sunday evening class, I highly recommend, because it really kind of allows us to finish the week in a very more mindful way. All right, so we're going to close our eyes, come to a comfortable cross-legged position, making sure that our spines are long, allowing our shoulders to relax, placing our hands on our knees or our thighs, lengthening the neck. The spine is long yet relaxed. We're going to start breathing a little deeper. Start to settle into the class, to our practice today. As you continue to make your breaths a little bit longer, both inhales and exhales, I invite you to start noticing the sensations. As the diaphragm expands, it pushes down those internal organs. We reach the maximum of our inhale, and then we sigh out and start to let it out. So I want us to really focus on those sensations, because we're not always very much in tune with our diaphragm, our diaphragmatic breathing, and the effect that it has over our organs, because it massages them, but also stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and recover part of our nervous system. And it's always there for us. It's amazing how just 2 deep breaths, if properly done, can take us to a whole other mental and emotional state. So let's all take a deep breath together. And exhale, let it all out. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Continue breathing like that, comfortably, meditatively, mindfully, while I talk to you a little bit about today's theme of the class, which is the Manipura chakra. As you know, the chakras are energy centers. And if you are new to the world of the energy body in yoga, welcome. It's a fascinating aspect of yoga. And according to yogic knowledge and science, the body consists of energy channels that run through our bodies. And the 3 main channels run along the spine, right from the tailbone, from the perineum to the crown of the head. There's 3. There's 1 center, and then 2, the Ida and Pingala, that kind of go up and down along through the spine. So when we talk about the chakras, it's actually where many of those nadis cross, and that's why we call them energy centers or vortexes. This is not a class about nadis or chakras, so I won't go too deep into that. I know we want to move, but I just want to explain in a little bit of depth what the 3rd chakra does. All right, so the 3rd chakra is located just below the sternum, or the end of the rib cage, and the navel. All right, so this distance here is called the solar plexus in scientific terms. Solar plexus is not a mystical term, it is a scientific term. And here there's a whole bunch of nerves, not just nadis, but actual nerves that come together, and then they continue up to the heart chakra. We worked heart chakra last week. This week is the solar plexus, or Manipura 3rd chakra. This center, the 3rd chakra, is where we develop our identity, our will, and when the third chakra is off balance, we say that we have a higher risk of developing anxiety, depression, digestive problems, and even like a foggy mind, like the body's just stagnant. And when the chakra is in balance, that's when we have more motivation, we have a sense of purpose, and we just have stronger confidence. So in yoga, we often say that in order to work on our third chakra, we also have to be aware of our breathing, because this is the diaphragm coming up and down, but also our digestion. So often when we overeat, we tend to have a more sluggish disposition. And in yoga, we also believe that it's when the stomach is empty that the fire is built. So be mindful of your eating. And I know it's difficult in these times of confinement because I overeat. I've already gained a bunch of weight. And I also feel that my energy is a little bit more sluggish. So that's all I wanted to say about the theory. But today we're going to work on this area. And so that means a lot of breathing exercises. And yes, we're going to be doing some abdominal core work. All right. So I hope you're ready for that. Okay. So as I said, we're going to be working through the pranayama, through the breathing exercises, and then we're going to be doing more flow and then some more core work. All right, so pranayama, breathing and energy modulation. We're here, crossed legs, our spine is long. Let's take a 3-part inhale, top of the chest, center of the belly, lower abdomen, feeling that expansion. And then exhale, lower abdomen, middle of the belly, and the chest, relax. One more time. Deep inhale, the chest, the ribs expand, the belly, the pelvic floor. Exhale, 3-part breathing until we deflate the chest and the rib cage. One more time on your own. And exhale. That already put you in a much more relaxed state. It did for me. All right. We're going to be working with 2 types of more active breathing because we want to bring that energy to the Manipura chakra, to the heart chakra. So the first one is Bhastika. All right. So the Bhastika breathing is a way to breathe. It's a little bit intense, so if you just had lunch before, you want to go easy on these. But otherwise, it's going to be vigorous inhale and vigorous exhale. Just think of it like expanding and contracting, letting the abdomen and the diaphragm go up and down in equal timing. All right, so it would be like when we inhale, we really let the belly expand. When we exhale, we really contract. So this is an active exhalation and navel to spine. So we're bringing fire, we're bringing active work to our abdomen, all right? And we're not only using the belly and the expansion of the diaphragm, we're also raising our arms. I think I'm gonna go up back a little bit more so you can see me. If any of you have taken Kundalini yoga, this probably talks to you. So we're gonna lift our arms. We are bringing our fingers in, our knuckles in, but we're letting our thumbs out, all right? So this is really expanding the rib cage, intercostal muscles, expand actively. And then we're going to inhale and exhale actively for 10 times. Are you ready? Steady, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the next inhale, bring the thumbs together, look up, and exhale, let the arms down. Notice already the effect of that kind of breath. we're gonna do one more round, but we're gonna change the arms. This time, we're gonna expand the arms, fingers like stars. Yes, and before you do this, look at me. We're going to use the arms on the exhale, making fists and bringing our elbows to ribs. So it looks like, yeah, ready? We're gonna do 10 of these, all right? So expand the arms, straighten the back, straighten the belly. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax, lengthen the neck. Breathe normally. Yes, I also got a little bit of a high. All of a sudden, so much air. All this oxygen to carbon dioxide ratio changing in our body. So the body's going like, whoa. But yes, this is awakening. This is activity. Our body loves this, especially when we've been sitting on our chairs, our sofas all day long. All right, so that was Bastika breathing for you. Now we're gonna do Kapalabhati, which I believe more teachers at Mango do, but in any case, if you've never done Kapalabhati, it's different from Bastrika because here we exhale forcefully, navel to spine, contracting the abdomen, but the inhale is just a relaxation of the abdomen. We're not forcing the inhale. So this is what it looks like. You see like my body moving? That's not me moving. It's just like the inhalations and exhalations, the diaphragm moving so vigorously that it actually moves the rest of my body, but I'm not moving my shoulders. Ready? We are gonna do 33 of these. All right, lengthen your neck, hands on the knees, spine is long. Ready? And I'm gonna count internally. I'll be counting the end. Ready? And and 3 and 2 and 1 and exhale. Inhale deeply, retention. Exhale completely. Which one did you like better? Depends on the day, right? Okay, round 2. Another 33. Ready? And deep inhale and exhale. Now inhale halfway and exhale, 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 exhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Inhale completely. Retain. And exhale. Open your eyes. Did you get shivers? Are you noticing anything different in your physical, possibly energetic bodies? Yeah? No? Maybe so? Anyway, all is good. All right, so from here, we are going to, I'm moving on my mat. All right, so we are going to start some Suryas. So this is sun salutations. All right, so let's all come to the front of our mats. Tadasana mountain pose. Start moving our shoulders up and down. We're gonna go slow. All right. Lift the hands up, high prayer, navel to spine. Feel the stretch. Exhale, bring the prayer through the midline, forward hold, exhale. Let's bend one knee, then bend the other. And a few times, free fall, freestyle. Bending one knees, relaxing the arms, now grabbing opposite elbows. Alright, continuing the Surya, lift to a flat back, hands can be on the floor, blocks or shins. Neck is long. Exhale, forward fold once again. And let's go like in micro vinyasa, just folding forward on the exhale. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to. At your own pace. Starting to really connect with the breath. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale to a forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale to a forward fold. On the next inhale, we're going to bring the right foot to the back. Low lunge. All right, let's work this low lunge. The back leg is active. The foot is obviously active. The ankle is flexed. Yeah, we open up the chest, lengthen the neck. Proud low lunge. Using the core, planting the hands, we bring the left foot back. We are in plank. Starting to do shoulder circles in our plank. Yeah, activating shoulders, spreading the shoulder blades. The other direction. Core is active. Navel is active, tucking in towards the spine. Knees down, chest down, slide forward, baby cobra, point the toes. Open up the chest, lift the hands an inch or more. 3 breaths here using the breath. Lifting a little higher. 1 more inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down, lift your hips, and we meet in downward facing dog. We're going to walk the dog. Bending one knee and the other. And then the ankles the heels don't have to touch. Wherever you are, we're going to start swinging our hips side to side. Bringing some motion into our hips, our hip joints. Our shoulders are active. 10 fingers like stars, like starfish really pushing down. Okay, we're gonna bend the knees and start walking the feet forward. Meeting on a flat back on the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, high prayer, navel to spine. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Other side, inhale, rise up, Urdhva. Exhale, prayer down through the midline, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And a few more times. Doing this kind of spinal dance, using the breath. Inhale, flat back, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, exhale, forward fold, using our core. Next time we're on a flat back, lengthen the neck, and we're going to bring the left leg back. Low lunge, once again, back leg is active. We really want to stretch these hip flexors. We haven't been probably doing anything with them all day. Okay. Open the chest. Lengthen the neck. Can you activate the back leg a little bit more? And plant the hands using the core. Can you bring the right foot to the back? We are in plank. Let's do a few more shoulder circles. All right. Activating the shoulder muscles. A bit of the triceps. Massaging the wrists, other side, other direction. Legs are active, core is active. All right. Bring knees, chest, and chin down. Slide forward. Another baby cobra. Lifting your hands a little or a lot. Lengthening the neck. Navel to spine. 3 breaths here. One more time. Exhale, bring the hands down, lift your hips, tuck your toes. We meet in downward facing dog. Let's sway the hips side to side once again. And then slowly walk our feet to the front. Let's meet in a flat back. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up. High prayer. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. All right, so that was the warm-up. But we want to warm up a little more, don't we? So let's go a little faster. Hands up, high prayer. Feel the stretch, navel to spine. Activate the core. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, step or jump to the back of the mat. If you are jumping back, please land in chaturanga. Lower down to the floor. Baby cobra, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Push yourself up into plank. Downward facing dog. Lift the right leg. Bend the knee, open the hip. And move the foot in circular motions. The ankle to the other direction. All right, coming back to three-legged dog. Bring the right knee to the tricep. Three-legged dog. Knee to tricep. Three-legged dog. Knee to tricep. And we hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Three-legged dog. Bring the foot between the hands. The left foot comes forward into a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, high prayer. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. One deep breath here. Exhale, completely feeling the power of your practice. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, step or jump to the back of the mat. Lower through chaturanga, baby cobra. And hands down, push yourself into plank. Downward facing dog. Left leg comes up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Ankle circles. Arms are active, ankle circles to the other direction. Three-legged dog. Ready for knee to tricep? Okay, let's do it. Knee to tricep on the left side. Three-legged dog. Knee to tricep. Three-legged dog. Knee to tricep. Three-legged dog. Bring the left foot between the hands. The right foot to meet it into flat back. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Close your eyes. Feel the mountain. Connecting to yourself. Connecting to your intention. All right, open your eyes. Inhale, rise up. Urdhva. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, step or jump to the back of the mat. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. One breath here. Exhale, look between your hands, bend your knees, step or jump to the front of the mat into a flat back. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. One more, the other side. Inhale, rise up, high prayer. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, step or jump to the back of the mat. Your back bend of choice. We meet in downward facing dog. One breath here. On the next inhale, look between your hands, bend your knees. Exhale, step to the jump front of the mat. Let's meet a flat back. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, high prayer. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. How are you all doing? Are you sweating a little bit? I hope so. Okay, so let's do sun salutation B. So starting in chair, navel to spine. We start bending our knees, bringing our hips down, lifting the arms. The arms are active. Let's look between the hands, that gaze between that space between the hands, navel to spine. Can we lower our seat a little bit more? We're gonna stay here for 3, For 2. For 1. Navel to spine. Exhale, hands down, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, step or jump to the back of the mat. Chaturanga. Back bend of choice. Downward facing dog. Full breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale the right leg up. Bring the foot between the hands for warrior 1. So bring the back heel down. Come up, lift the chest, lift the arms. The left leg is active. We're getting a hip flexor stretch here. Navel to spine. Here we're stretching not only the hip flexor, but also the psoas. 1 more inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands down. Right foot comes to plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Let's take a breath here. And exhale. On the next inhale, left leg comes up. Bring the foot between the hands for warrior 1. Anchor the back heel down. Rise up, warrior 1. Squaring the hips to the front. Activating the back leg. Stretching the right hip flexor and psoas. Maybe lowering the hips a little bit more. Navel to spine, inhale. Exhale, hands down. Left foot comes to the back. We're in plank. Lower slowly, chaturanga. Back bend of choice. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Connecting to self. Connecting to the sensations in our abdomen. Coming back to our intention, transformation, motivation, action. On the next inhale, look between the hands, bend the knees. Exhale, step or jump to the front of the mat into a flat back. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up into chair. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Navel to spine. Can you lift your arms a little bit more? Is your neck long? Can you bring your seat down? 1 more breath here. Release the hands. Tadasana, mountain pose. 1 more round of Surya B. I think we all need it. Chair. Maybe faster chair. Faster Surya B. Exhale, hands down, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, step or jump to the back of the mat. Back bend, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Bring the foot between the hands. Rise up to warrior 1. Exhale, the hands down. Right foot comes back, plank, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Full breath here. And exhale. On the next inhale, lift the left leg up. 3-legged dog. Bring the left foot between the hands. Anchor the right heel. Come up, warrior 1. Squaring our hips to the front. Deep inhale. Exhale, hands down. Left foot to the back. Plank, chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. 2 breaths here. Pushing away with our hands. Tuning in, noticing your heart, your blood, your temperature. Next inhale, look forward, bend your knees, step or jump to the front of the mat. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up, chair. Navel to spine. Let's make this chair the best one. Can we actually bring the seat down? Almost at the level of our knees. Oh, this is killing me. And Tadasana, mountain pose. Okay. So, we are, now that we're warm, let's work the third chakra a little bit. We're gonna come on the mat, sitting down, knees are bent. All right. Guess what? Navasana, of course. Which other asana can work the third chakra like Navasana? So we're gonna do, I believe it's 5 variations of Navasana. You're gonna hate me now, but afterwards you're gonna feel so good. Tomorrow morning when you wake up and you feel these muscles, you're gonna thank me. I hope so. Okay, anyway. So let's start easy. Lower our backs on the floor. Bend the knees. Feet firmly grounded. Catching our breath for a moment. And we're gonna start easy, Pilates style. We're going to activate the core, so really navel to spine, okay? So we're bringing the lower back, the lumbar spine flatter on the mat, just to protect our lumbars. And then we're gonna lift the right knee, bringing just the right knee up, and the shin is on tabletop, all right? Here we're going to tap the floor with our right foot and bring it up into tabletop. So we're gonna do 10 times. 1, slow motion. 2, 3, 4. Lumbar spine is pressed against the floor. 5, 6, 7. I'm not bending my knee anymore. I'm still keeping this 90 degree. 8, 9, and 10. All right, bring the foot down. This is a mini warm-up for our hip flexors. Let's go for the left leg. Once again, activate the core. Lift the left knee, lift the left shin parallel to the floor, tabletop, point the toe. Press the lumbar spine against the floor, and then start tapping at your own rhythm 10 times. And coming up again, really slow-mo, so we're like studying our hip flexor, studying our abdomen as it activates. 5 more like that. Noticing your breath. Did you stop breathing? Are you able to still breathe profoundly? And let the foot down. All right. We're gonna widen the feet as wide as the mat, windshield wiper just a few times to neutralize the lower back since it's been active, compressed against the floor. Okay, coming back to neutral, we're actually gonna start rolling up. Slowly, use your hands if you need to. We're gonna go into a Navasana with our hands behind the knees. Now, what's really important here, in all of the Navasana and all the core work that we do in yoga and any other exercise actually, is making sure that our chest is open and the spine is long. If we start slouching and curving the lower back, then we have the risk of creating damage to our lower back. I have a herniated disc, so I had to go through a lot of physical therapy, and that's how I learned. Any kind of core work, you need to have your spine straight. Lift the right leg to tabletop, then the left leg. All right, here we're going to hold for 10. And if you think you can go further, we're going to straighten the hands. And if you think you can go further, you're going to straighten the legs. So wherever you are today, we're going to start counting for 10 and 9 and 8, 7, 6, lengthen the spine, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bring the feet down. Bring your hands behind your hips. Reverse tabletop. Lift the hips. Trying to bring your hips as high as your knees. Lengthen the neck. Stick your tongue out and go ha. That's not just for fun, it actually serves a purpose. To let go. Okay, bring the hips down. Okay, we're gonna go into Navasana twist. So how does this work? If we are still doing this variation with our knees bent, then we're going to bring our right foot under and around the left foot. Okay, and from here, we're going to grab the shin and open to the side. All right, so that's one option. If we want to do the straight legs, we're also bringing the right foot under the left. We're grabbing yogi toe lock and we're opening to the side. So wherever you are today, I need to keep conserving my breath, so I'm going to do the bent knee version today. So once again, either tabletop or straight, the right foot comes under the left. We grab onto the shin or yogi toe lock, and we're going to open up the left arm towards the side. Here, if we slouch, we're not doing any exercise. We really need to straighten the spine, open up the hips, and hold for 10. Twist a little more for 9. Straighten the back for 8. 7, breathing. 6, smiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release slowly, bringing the feet down, bring your hands behind your hips, reverse tabletop, stick your tongue out and go, ha, breath of fire. No, forget what that is, lion's breath. Let's do the other side. So whether it's bent knees or straight, this time is gonna be the left foot underneath the right. And then left hand, grab either yogi toe lock or shin, and the right arm twists around, opening the chest, lengthening the hips, and we're gonna start counting for 10. Neck is long. 9, chest is open. 8, belly's in. 7, breathing for 6. Smiling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse, bring the feet down, reverse tabletop. Lift the hips, lengthen the neck, stick the tongue out, lion's breath. Ha! And bring the hips down. Okay. I said it was 5, right? Yes. The 5th variation. So we're coming flat on our backs and palms down. We are bringing our arms, our hands actually underneath our buttocks. So palms facing down. This is to protect our lower back. And many of you probably know where we're going with this. Yes, leg lift, but we're gonna do these first fast and then slow. So the idea is instead of using too much momentum, we want to go slowly also because it protects our back. So ready, and lift the legs vertically. 1, lower. 2, lower. 3, lower. 4, lower. 5, let's do 5 more. And 6, and 7, and 8, and 9. And pay attention here, when we come to the 10th one, we're gonna lower our legs down to the count of 20. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, legs are active. 14, belly to spine. 13, 12, neck is long. 11, 10, 9, 8, navel to spine. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let go of your arms and sway your hips side to side. Okay. So much abdominal contraction. We want to do the reverse. So we're going to slowly come around on our bellies and we're going to go into Sphinx. Yes, all right. So Sphinx means shoulder over elbows. The arms are flat on the floor. Hands are pressing down. We're opening the chest. Remember a baby cobra? Well, this is a baby cobra with our elbows down. So we really want to open up the chest, lengthen the spine, feel the stretch, and then release, bringing hands together. Bring your forehead on top of your hands. Sway the hips side to side. Catching your breath. Tuning into the sensations of your third chakra, the abdomen that has been working out. All right, so we're gonna do a second version of this abdominal stretch, all right? And this is cobra, all right, or upward facing dog. So if you have lumbar problems and issues, you probably wanna go into an upward facing dog. If not, then you can start pushing down, pushing away. And it's not mandatory to straighten your arms. Just lift as much as necessary to start noticing that stretch on the lower abdomen. If you start noticing some pain in your lumbar spine, then you want to back off or go into upward facing dog where you lift the knees off the ground. Look up, stretch your throat, and then slowly through chaturanga-like arms, start to come down. Bring your hands together, bring your forehead to your hands, and sway the hips side to side. Once again, bringing your attention to your waist. The sensations of the diaphragm up and down, massaging your internal organs. Bring your hands on the floor, push your hips up and back, child's pose. Forehead on the floor and sway side to side. Once again, releasing the lower back, but also stretching your hips, the hip joints, activate your arms. Fingers are like starfish. And rise up, hands and knees. So Malasana is next. Okay, so I'm gonna turn around so that you can see me. So from here, we're gonna bring the left foot closer to the left hand, then the right foot closer to the right hand, and start to bring our seat down. Okay. So often when our hips are tight, our chest has to go forward. But what we really want to work on is not only lengthening the spine, but bringing shoulders to hip level. So imagine shoulders to tailbone being stacked. That's where we'd like to be. Often we need to fix the stance just to get that spine a little straighter. Bring hands together, make a straight line with your forearms and push away with your elbows against the inside of the knees and then the knees against the elbows. All right, so this is working in two directions and lengthening the spine. So third direction, neck is long. We're gonna stretch out the arms, so bringing the left hand diagonally away and the right arm away from the left arm with a straight line with our hands. If you are into binding today, you can half bind, bringing your right hand into the hip crease on the left side. If you want a full bind, go ahead. Open up the chest. Once again, think of shoulders stacking over tailbone. Bringing the gaze over to the right side. Stretch out the airplane arms. Stretch, 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 stretch. Malasana. Other side, right hand comes to the floor, left hand diagonally away. Feel the stretch. Half binding, full binding, wherever you are. Maybe one side is a little tighter than the other. It is in my case. Once again, opening up the chest, lengthening the neck, trying to stack shoulders over tailbone. Breathe in and exhale. Back to Malasana. All right, so remember the Kapalabhati that we did? That breath of fire where we were inhaling and exhaling very fast? We're gonna do it in Malasana. Why not? Let's get creative. So, we are going to lengthen our spine. If this is a little too intense for you in the Malasana, grab a block, grab something for this exercise, or not, depends on where you are today. But the idea is to keep our back long, all right? So we're gonna do 33 inhales and exhales. This is the kind where we inhale forcefully and the exhale is relaxed, all right? So I'm just gonna demo, so it's gonna be like this. All right, so ready, lengthen the spine. Malasana Kapalabhati, and deep inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale halfway. And exhale, 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 exhale. And 3, 2, 1. And exhale completely. Inhale, fully retain. Exhale, let it go. How was it? Not too hard, was it? All right, so I'm grabbing my prop. I'm going sideways so that you can see me better. Crow. If you already have a crow practice, please go ahead. And if you want me to guide you a little bit more into crow, then Malasana with something in front of you. It could be a cushion, it could be a thick blanket, fold it together, could be a few pillows together. But basically the idea is that we're going to bring forehead to crown of the head on this cushion as some sort of support, just in case we fall. All right, so placing the hands like starfish just next to your cushion. We're going to lift the hips, bring our feet a little closer. All right, still V-shape, wide V-shape. Trying to bring knee to armpit on both sides. If not, we can't manage to bring it this high, then let's bring it to our tricep. All right, so once we lift our heels to elevate our knees, find that place where you can tuck in your knees and then start to bring the weight forward. Bringing the left foot up, bring it down. Right foot up, bring it down. At your own pace, try this a few times. And then, if you're ready, start to come into crow. Having that cushion there just in case you fall. And if you do, that's not a problem. This is kind of a tripod crow. But don't put too much weight on your neck. And then come out of it. How did that go? Okay, one more time. Let's focus. Tuning in. Remembering our intention, focusing on the third chakra. Second round, hands down. Whether you have a crow or not, it doesn't make you a better yogi. Lifting the feet, maybe bringing the forehead down. And slowly coming down. Okay. I hope some of you, I'd love to hear if some of you are finding this useful, the prop thing. Maybe in the chat you can tell me later if you think your crow practice is improving. All right, so bring the seat down. We're gonna go for bridge. All right, so lying down on the floor, knees are bent, bringing your feet closer to your hip bones. Feet are as wide as your hips. All right, so for bridge, we're going to start. First of all, let's lengthen our spine, lengthen our neck. And then using the core, start lifting the hips, possibly as high as your knees. Then this is optional. You can bring your hands and clasp them under your back, shrugging your shoulders together, using the triceps to push down to lift up your hips a little bit higher. The neck is long, gazing straight up. Then slow-mo, lift your right leg, point the toe, lift the hips up a little more. 3, 2, 1. Release the right foot down, left leg comes up. Activate the leg, lift the hip a little more. Neck is long. 3, 2, 1. Bring the left foot down. Unclasp if you're clasping. Release the shoulders. Slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Bring your spine back on the floor. Well done. Widen your feet. Windshield wiper. Open up your arms if that feels better. Side to side. Next time your knees are falling towards the left side, just let them fall. So the legs are kind of spread out. Both shoulders are still firmly grounded. Bring the gaze towards the right side, right shoulder. If you want a deeper twist, you're going to place your left ankle over your right knee. That's optional. Sending breath to the abdomen. Relaxing the pelvic floor. Reconnecting to your energy, to yourself, to Atman. One more breath here. Release the foot, the left foot if it was over the right ankle, and then let the knees fall towards the right side. So still the legs are kind of spread apart, right? Bring your gaze towards the left shoulder, and then possibly bringing your right ankle over the left knee. Feeling that stretch of the hip on the left side. Tuning in into your breath, tuning in into your abdominal muscles, internal organs, feeling how every inhale pushes them down, helping you to relax your pelvic floor a little more. We retain a lot of stress in our pelvic floor. And slowly start to undo that crossing of the leg if you were there. And let's windshield wiper side to side. Still tuning in into our breath. Slowly coming into Shavasana. So feel free to cover up. But before we go into Shavasana, let's bring our knees to our chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Bring the knees together and then really literally hug yourself. Bring that spine down. Can you lengthen the spine a little more? And then can you make yourself into a ball a little more? Release the tight hugging and just sway side to side, massaging your lower back, doing circles in one direction, then in the other direction. And then slowly start to extend the legs. If you like Shavasana with something underneath your knees to help you release your back a little more, this is the time to go grab that if it was lying around. Otherwise, you can cover up Just make sure that you're not touching anything that you're not meant to touch. We're going to bring the left hand over the third chakra, and then the right hand over the left hand. Let your elbows touch the floor so everything is relaxed, but really start to connect your breath, your belly to the hands to the belly. This is kind of a self-healing, self-care. And all we can do is observe in Shavasana. We're not meant to do anything else, just observe the effects of our practice on our physical, energetic, and emotional level. Activating our inner smile. Being thankful of everything our body does for us. Being thankful for being alive. Slowly start to take deeper inhales and side out. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Start to sway your head side to side. Bend your knees, plant your feet, and roll over to your right side, the sun side. Finding yourself in fetal position. Start to notice the room, the space that you're in. As we transition out of Shavasana, we want to carry that beautiful energy, peace, loving, kind, soothing energy that we cultivated during this hour. We really want to carry that with you into the rest of your day. So slowly push yourself up, come into a cross-legged position. Slowly open your eyes just a little bit, enough to bring your gaze on the floor, lengthening your spine. Bring your hands together to the heart prayer, lengthen your neck, take a deep inhale for Om. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. Thank you everybody for your beautiful practice. Have a beautiful day. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.